Happiness is maybe something that we all want to have in our life, and maybe we catch a glimpse of it, and it comes, and then somehow it disappears again. We try and hold on to it, but it slips through our fingers, and we're not able to have it all the time that we want. And so what is it that I need to do to be able to actually hold on to my own happiness? I remember a story from Hong Kong many years ago, and I don't remember the name of the person, but this young woman had everything: a good husband, comfort, facilities, good children, and there was always this thought in her mind, how long is this happiness going to last? And one day her child fell, and it was a fatal accident, and the child just left. And it was as if there'd been some sort of memory that happiness can never last forever, that even when she had everything, that memory kept coming back. How long can this happiness last? How long can this happiness last? And of course, at the time that we're passing through now, we would say that it's Kali Yuga, the Iron Age, the Dark Age, the Age of Darkness. And so different things happen. And so this is why there's always this fear within us that now I have everything I want, but I don't quite know how long I'm going to be able to keep it. There's always the feeling that something may happen to take it away from me. So is happiness something that's external, that's out there? I'd like to share some research with you. There's been a lot of interest in the subject of happiness, and so a lot of research has taken place across the world. And one particular situation, the American government asked a professor from England to come to the USA, and they gave him a huge amount of money to be able to do research into the subject of happiness and who is it who can be happy. And he had a big team of people to go across the country and ask many, many questions of individuals to find out about this. And the first question was, what do you think makes people happy? And I'm not sure whether you'll be surprised or not surprised, but the first response that they got from people was, money makes someone happy. Do you agree? Enlightened ones are here and you're saying no. I'm not hearing anyone say yes. The second response they got from people, and again, you can see if it tallies with your thinking or not, and that was, beauty brings happiness. Agree? No? Okay, very good. We're doing well. Well, they decided to test out these first two things that were on everybody's list, money and beauty. And so they decided to go to the 1 square mile that has maybe the most millionaires in the world, and that was Washington. This is about 10, 15 years ago, so maybe now it would be billions. But at that time, they were talking about millionaires. And they chose the people who had the most amount of money, and their questions to these people was, is money making you happy? And they had a list of very similar answers from all of these people. And the answer was a resounding no. Why? Because they said that although they had a lot of money, they had a lot of fear. They had fear of robbery. They had fear for their life, that somebody would want to abduct them and take their life for money. They had fear that with the stock market going up and down, it could wipe out a huge amount of what they thought they had and it would be lost. And so fear played a major part in their life. And when you're afraid, how can you be happy? The two things don't match together, do they? The other thing they said, they could no longer trust their friends because they didn't know why that person was being friends with them. They wondered if their friend, so-called friend, wanted something from them. And so there was a concern. Who can I trust? Who is really my friend? I don't know. They also had the feeling that, well, we're getting old, and each day that goes by, you do get old. And, well, who can I trust to leave my money behind to? Are they going to be able to look after it? Are they going to do something good with it? So instead of their money giving them happiness and joy, it was anxiety, it was worry, it was concern, and it was fear. And so definitely they didn't have a lot of happiness. They then decided to go to the place that had the most beautiful people in the world, Hollywood. So off they went there. And again, the same question. Does beauty make you happy? And the answer, no. And why was this? It was because there are younger people coming up all the time. They're going to take our place. We won't be so famous anymore. We will lose our celebrity status. Nobody's going to want us anymore. They're going to ignore us. They're going to go after the young ones. Every mouthful that we eat, we have to calculate because it's going to add calories. So we can't even enjoy the food that everybody else is enjoying. And then every day we look into the mirror and we see if there's 1 or 2 extra lines. And then we get worried about what we're going to have to do about this. Are we going to deal with this and eliminate this? And so when you've got all these concerns bugging you, what's going to be happening to happiness? Even if you were happy before, it's going to go out of the window now. And so they discovered that beauty does not bring happiness, definitely. And so the professor from the UK, who'd been asked to do this, began to do another type of research. And out of that, what he understood was that it was good character, good education, a good life, and these were the ingredients for happiness.